Hello everyone. So today, last time we implemented the predicted projectile path showing system. So we can implement this rock we collected. We can equip it from the quick access menu, and when I right click, we can see this projectile predicted projectile path, and when I left click, the character will throw it like that. So now that item is not available in the inventory anymore. So today we are going to work on how to implement this throw-in mechanism and how to remove that item from the inventory once it is thrown away. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, so far this is what the character can do. It can equip and store, and when I right click, we get this throw-in arc appears in front of us, and yeah, that's all. So I want to implement the throw-in part now. First, I'll open the character blueprint and the parent class of this character. So first we need a throw-in animation. So for that let me import this. Here, throw animation, this one. Right. So let me retarget this to MetaHuman, so I can use it with the MetaHuman. Okay, then I'll create an animation montage. Also, I'll enable root motion here because I want to stop any moments when I play the throw-in, or we can just disable this, and here we can play the throw-in part in the upper body. Right, let's see how it looks and do accordingly. Alright, now here under this input action aim, if we have a throwable item, we show the projectile path, and while we are aiming, if we press left mouse button or the RT button in controller, we should call this use or throw. Again, here we need to save this launch velocity so that we can use the same velocity to throw the object. Let me promote this to a variable. Let's call it throw velocity. And also here, when I press the use button, here use or fire button, what we do is we simply call this use. But first we need to check if this equipped item is throwable. If yes, we should draw it. otherwise we can simply use it. So in this interactable item we need a throw event. For that, let me open the store. Here this is throwable is coming from interactable, from this VPI interactable. So here I'll add another function, throw, and we also need to have a vector for launch velocity. Now here I'll implement throw event. And we have the object mesh here, set PC set simulate physics to true, and can we launch? Let's try this and see what happens. So this is no collision. So before we implement collisions, we have to set collision enabled query and physics. Maybe we don't need query at the moment, only physics could be enough, but let's see. Alright, let's just let me get a reference here. Call throw using the throw velocity. Let's see what happens. It worked, but not exactly in the way the projected path showed. Right. Also we need to play an animation as well, but we will do that next. First let's get this throwing done correctly. Here. Here I have a starting point. I'll promote that also into a variable. Throw start. it alt actor location. Throw start. Right, let's try now. Right, it works exactly as like it. Okay, now let's look into how to play the animation. So we have this throw montage. Here. Let's get the measure, or let's collapse this part. Maybe just the throw-in part. Here also we need to set aiming to false, because we don't need to see the spline arc that shows the projectile path anymore. Play montage. Here let me promote this to a variable. I'll call it throw montage. And I'll put it on the animations. Let's just call it anim throw. Throw in montage. Right, now also here let's add a notifier. So at this point the objects should be released from the character. So let's add notify montage notify here. And then on notify begin, let's call this. And after that we should set right, let's see this now. Okay, it is working. And also when we go back to the inventory, that item shouldn't be there. Also if I turn this way and press animation, it works. So the character should turn into that side before making the throw animation. So to do that, here get the throw velocity, get rotate. No, we can actually use get control rotation and split this. Set after rotation. Let's set Z. Well, this suddenly turned the character. Right, that's better than nothing. Okay. Also, maybe without doing that, we can get the capsule, call move component to so we can see some movement without a snapping. As the location, we don't need to change anything. Get that location. As the rotation, we can use this, and let's set a is out. Let's do it like this. Okay, better. So now we need a way to remove the item from the inventory, but actually we have taken care of that in here in the use event. If I call the use event, the inventory will remove the inventory item and set the lifespan of that to 0. But it's not necessary to destroy that object here. So therefore, we can remove the inventory item from the inventory, but only if we know the inventory item structure. Okay, so here I'll add a new function, remove from. No, here it's add a function to get item data. Output should be inventory item. Let's call it item data, and then here let's implement it. Get item data, compiled. Alright, return the inventory item data. Then here, after we throw in it, we can use the equipped item. Get item data. Also we have the BP inventory. Remove item. We can call remove item using this remove data. And then we should set the equipped item to null, nothing. So we will not be able to trigger throw in animation again. Right, equip throw. Okay, now it's not there. Alright, So here I'm gonna stop this episode. This is all I wanted to do for this episode, right? So as always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.